Hey guys, David Patrick Green here from hackhollywood.com. That's hackhollywood.com if you didn't hear me because of all the buses. Today, first of all, before we get started, I've got a great video for you on how to overcome ageism in acting. But first, I'm just going to ask you to please like, subscribe, and click on the bell to get notifications. And please give me any comments, questions, or suggestions you may have. I absolutely will respond to them, and I will create a video for the best comment, question, or suggestion. Okay, so let's talk about ageism in Hollywood or anywhere else. You know, everybody's going nutso about, variety of different types of discrimination, sexism, genderism, racism, etc. But the one thing that people aren't talking about so much, because it's a lot of young people doing it, is a lot of young people are on top of sort of this whole social media movement. They're not talking about ageism. They don't seem to care so much about whether old people are left behind. And so if you're an older actor, someone who is aspiring to be an actor, and you're a little bit older, here's what I think you can do to give yourself a much better chance than you may have if you just behaved yourself like a good little old person. So what I suggest is let's say you're doing online submissions, and you can also pass this along to your agents or to your anybody who's representing you, is look for projects that are your age, of course, but also look for projects where you may be a little too old for what they say, and submit yourself for those projects. And the reason I say that, because you may say, well, that's dumb, it's gonna piss off the directors, it's gonna annoy people. It's actually not, because most of these choices they make, unless there's a specific reason why they can't hire someone of a different age, are very generally based. But we attach ourselves to these casting descriptions, the breakdowns, way too rigidly. And the truth is, the producers and the directors are not that caught up in it. They just want the best actor for the job, and that may or may not be the exact age they've specified. So I recommend submitting yourself for projects where you're a little bit too old, maybe you're too young, whatever it is. And of course, this could apply to younger people as well. But for instance, I actually booked a role in a pilot for which I was theoretically too old based on the description, and I killed it. Because when I read it, and this is where you have to trust your instinct as a person and as an actor, is when you know you're right for something, then you've got to go for it. You can't worry about what it says. And so I submitted myself for a project. I actually had a relationship with the director, and I said, you know what, I think I could do this. And he said, all right, well, let's see. And I did it, and they were so happy with me that I booked the part. So I think you'll find that people are a lot more responsive than you might otherwise think, and that you will have opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't have had if you just really stuck to whatever the breakdown says. Because it's getting tough out there if you're someone who's not technologically trained, and you haven't, you don't know how to code, you don't know what job you're going to do in the future. And so I think a lot of people feel like they're getting left behind if they're over 40 or over 50 and beyond. So when you see something, and you know what, here's another truth to the matter, right? A lot of people are doing jobs that they probably never would have done because maybe their finances aren't as solid as they might have been, right? So a lot of jobs that would appear in TV and movies that would normally be fulfilled by a younger person simply because we would assume, oh, that's what a young person does when they're starting out. You're starting to see a lot of those jobs being taken by older people who, for whatever reason, want to stay active, want to supplement their fixed income, whatever it is, but they are doing these jobs and they offer so much. And older people who have all this life experience and stories to tell, you bring that to your acting. You have this character and personality that's got a lot of depth to it that a younger person just simply doesn't have yet, because they can't have it because they haven't seen what you've seen. So that's it for now, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you're older, submit yourself for stuff that you feel is right for you, regardless of the age, and see what happens, and give me some feedback. And if you want to get in touch with me, please check out my website, hackhollywood.com. There's a contact form there. Just click on it and emails will come straight to me and I will be happy to respond to them, okay? So hackhollywood.com, go to the contact tab and send me a note, and I will talk to you soon.